Hello and welcome to this morning deep wake up stretch. This is a Yin Yoga class, Yoga with Melissa 733. We're in this gorgeous location here. You're going to need 2 blocks for today's class, and it's going to be a class we're going to start in fish pose. You're going to start in fish pose. I'm going to recommend that you do it with your blocks at a medium and a low setting, and it's going to be a 3-minute hold. They're going to be all 3-minute holds in this class. So go ahead and rest back, make any adjustments so that you can soften into this pose and stay for a while, be still. In this pose, I'm going to read to you a poem by John O'Donohue called Morning Offering. I bless the night that nourished my heart, to set the ghosts of longing free, into the flow and figure of dream that went to harvest from the dark, bread for the hunger no one sees. All that is eternal in me welcomes the wonder of this day, the field of brightness it creates, offering time for each thing to arise and illuminate. I place on the altar of dawn the quiet loyalty of breath, the tent of thought where I shelter, waves of desire I am sure to, and all the beauty drawn to the eye. May my mind come alive today, to the invisible geography that invites me to new frontiers, to break the dead shell of yesterdays, to risk being disturbed and changed. May I have the courage today to live the life that I would love, to postpone my dream no longer, but do at last what I came here for, and waste my heart on fear no more. Okay, you're going to take a deep breath. Slowly find your way out of this pose. Move your blocks off to the side. And then you can rest back onto the ground and feel the rebound. Now when you're ready, you can bend your knees, roll to your side, and slowly come onto all fours. We're going to come into broken wing pose next. So starting on all fours, you're going to walk your knees to your right side. Slowly lower down, open your left arm out to the side. You can lift it up a little bit more for more of an edge, lower it for less of an edge. You're going to be here for 3 minutes, so find an appropriate edge where you can soften, become still, and stay for a while. And know that these yin principles are principles that you can take into the day as well, finding that appropriate edge, softening, being more still, taking your time. Okay, take a breath. And then slowly come onto your back again so you can feel the flow of chi. And then make your way back up onto all fours. And this time you're going to walk your legs to the right. Take your right arm out to the side. And just settle in. Find that appropriate edge. Remember, you can lift your arm a little bit more if you want more of an edge. Lower it if you want less of an edge. And then start to soften through all your joints, your ankles, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, your jaw, so that you can become still and stay in this pose for the next 3 minutes. Okay, take a breath. And then make your way slowly onto your back again so that you can feel the flow of chi, that rebound. Now we're going to make our way into your next pose, which is going to be a side bend, Bananasana. So opening up the right side of your body by taking your feet over to the left side of your mat, your torso over to the left side of your mat. And you can take your arms overhead as well. You don't have to. You can have your elbows bent, your arms straight. You can prop your arms overhead, whatever works best for your shoulders. So finding that appropriate edge for yourself and then softening, becoming still. You'll be in this pose for 3 minutes. Really breathe into your right ribs here. Let your shoulders be soft. Let your jaw be soft. Let your ribs soften into the ground. Okay, take a deep breath and then make your way back to the center. Let your body receive that pose. Let's open up the left side of your body. So taking your feet over to the right side of your mat, your torso over to the right side of the mat. Really open up your side body before you bring your arms in. Then you can bring your arms overhead. You don't have to bring your arms overhead. You can see here in the video, I don't. So remember, this is about getting into your side body. You can always have your elbows bent when you take your arms overhead, or straight, or even prop your arms overhead, or not have them overhead at all. You can hook your ankles or not have your ankles hooked. So this is all about choosing the appropriate edge for you. And every body's different. So you want to find something that you can soften into, become still, and stay with for the 3 minutes of this pose. On this side, you want to breathe into your left side body, your left side ribs. And taking a big breath and slowly coming back to center, letting your body receive the Bananasana, the side bend. Okay, and then bend your knees and roll to your side. We're going to be coming into lunge pose or dragon pose, so you might want some extra support underneath your knees. This was a happy accident here on the rocks, which were so hard underneath my knees, and my mat's really thin even if I doubled it up. So I put these foam blocks underneath my knees in this pose. You might want to try it, because you can see underneath my back foot, I've got my left leg forward to begin, and it opens up the fascia underneath your back foot in a really gentle way, much more gentle than toe stand. So you're getting a gentle modified toe stand in your back foot, and dragon pose in the front, the lunge in the front right hip here. So really soften your shoulders here, your jaw, soften through your hip. You want to feel an opening in the front of your hip. But know that you're going to be here for 3 minutes, which is a long time in a pose like lunge. So soften, find that appropriate edge, become still, and breathe and be gentle in this pose. Okay, take a breath and gently, slowly come out of this pose. Make your way onto your back. Before we come to the other side, just feel the flow of chi. Feel how that feels in the front of your right hip. Okay, and then bend your knees and roll to your side. Make your way back up, and this time we will take your right leg through, so you're opening up your left hip. And you might want to try that block under your knee again to open up the back of your left foot, if that worked for you on the other side. So right foot through, left hip is opening, coming upright, and finding that appropriate edge that you can stay with for a while. I find I just need to take a moment to adjust my shoulders because this is kind of an intense pose. So rest your shoulders, relax your jaw. Feel the opening in the bottom of your feet. So find that appropriate edge, and then you can soften so that you can stay with this pose for 3 minutes. And if you're having a hard time breathing in this pose, then you need to soften a little bit more, maybe back off a little bit. Your breath also needs to be soft and even. Okay, so slowly making your way out of this side. Dragon pose is over. You're going to lie down and just feel the flow of chi. Okay, and then we're going to set up for our final resting pose, which will be fish pose. I do recommend that you can use your blocks or a bolster. I recommend them on the lower setting, so a medium and a low setting, because it is morning. We are still just gently opening up your body after it being still all night. So the lower settings can be nicer for your body. Again, you can find that appropriate edge by where you put your arms. You could lift them a little higher to make the edge a little stronger, or lower them down a little bit more to soften the edge. And as you rest for 3 minutes in fish pose, I will read you John O'Donohue's A Morning Offering again. I bless the night that nourished my heart, to set the ghosts of longing free into the flow and figure of dream that went to harvest from the dark, bread for hunger no one sees. All that is internal in me welcomes the wonder of this day, the field of brightness it creates, offering time for each thing to arise and illuminate. I place on the altar of dawn the quiet loyalty of breath, the tent of thought where I shelter waves of desire I am sure to, and all the beauty drawn to the eye. May my mind come alive today to the invisible geography that invites me to new frontiers, to break the dead shell of yesterdays, to risk being disturbed and changed. May I have the courage today to live the life that I would love, to postpone my dream no longer, but do at last what I came here for, and waste my heart on fear no more. Take a deep breath, slowly roll to your side. You can make your way up to seated. If you want to take your Yin Yoga to the next level in June in our membership, we're focusing the whole month on myofascial release, a science-backed way to rehydrate your fascia. Do a little twist with me here. We have 1,009 videos in our membership video library, including yin and myofascial release. So if this practice nourished you, thank you so much for being here. Your watching, sharing, commenting helps to co-create a healing space. So if you like this video, put I soften today. This space will bring you nervous system gentleness. Simple support like subscribing and sharing helps me so much. It means so much, and I really appreciate you being here.